ready. I'm ready. Every time that intro gets me, every time it does that whole scrolling up the Pale Rider's freaking drawing, and you can see my balls.
I really don't want like starting my morning seeing Sim's nip.
Yeah,
I mean that's the one. It's me and my nip and the cat. I'm like, well.
Oh my gosh, dang it, Red! Every time
I could do without that one.
Oh my gosh, dang it! Why do I play this intro?
But my favorite part of it is it's the added scene there with the coffee pot. I really like that one. You want your coffee? Wake the fuck up.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another morning roast, and we actually have Passion joining us today. A shock to everyone.
I was on the last one. I was here. It was the one before that. I saw.
Yes. Yeah, I'm so glad you could join us, Passion.
Thank you.
I know this isn't your normal time.
No. I'm not a coffee drinker or caffeine drinker, so I'm a little slow.
Yeah, I need to cut back on the caffeine. I was doing so good for months. I was not drinking any Pepsi or anything, and then I just fell back into it. And
it's been like 4 years for me.
I was starting to feel really good. I was starting to have more like energy and stuff like that. And, I need to get back into it. I need to get back to clean my body up. Or something. We got McGee. Hello, McGee. Always good to see you joining us. Let's see, we got Soul, of course. Where's his intro? I know it's here. There it is. Welcome to the Morning Roast, where Sword and Sorcery is back, baby, with an all-star ensemble of CG favorites bringing you what mainstream fails at these days. Good morning, Chris, Tim, Rob, and chat. Rob, get it right, Soul. This is Passion. We don't go by Rob. Come on.
Some people refuse to use that name. I'm fine with it. So I'm trying to migrate back over to Rob, but
yeah, spare the rod, spoil the passion.
Yeah,
it's
not working.
I can't. It takes me a while to remember your name. I'm like, what?
There's a lot of Robs in comic skates. So
it's also the fact that we've been doing this for so long that we get used to pseudo of people. So when it's about using their name, we're like, what?
Yeah,
that does not compute.
Let's see. I spent a lot of time, doing the whole gaming stuff. So it was always the gamer tags and stuff, not the real names. We got Pale with us. Hello, Pale Rider. Let's see. What's everybody say? Oh, look at that. Pale Rider threw a link in. He's trying to one-up Soul here. We got Shadowhawk Backs. Hello. Glad to have you with us. We got Johnny Cage. God damn it, Chris. That stuff is not good for you. I know. You know what? Also, I was thinking about this morning. There is a 24-hour gym right down on Main Street. So it's only like a few minute walk from me. I was thinking about maybe
you're
doing the monthly
McDonald's that you'll go to every day.
No. There is the Royal is across from it though. But
what's the Royal?
It's just a little restaurant here in town.
Okay.
There on Main Street was,
We have one near town here that's real good like that. Like a little local diner. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's been around since like
a deli or something?
40s or 50s or something. I don't know.
Usually have diners. We have those here in America. So.
Yeah, but then diners, like it's a dining place, a deli place. Like we have those too. It's just I'm trying to figure out which.
Well, you just go in, set the table, and order food like a restaurant.
Regular, yeah, okay, just a regular restaurant.
Yeah,
the place by me, they do breakfast.
You're just trying to be fancy by calling it a diner. Got it.
No.
Why are you so difficult, Sam?
I'm just trying to figure out what's the difference between a restaurant and a diner.
A diner is like. It's an American word, number one. It's we made it up because we like to drive on highways and pull off and eat.
Yeah.
So there aren't too many diners anymore because everything's fast food. So
yeah. There was one here. I don't know if it's still around, but I was thinking about going to that gym and maybe an hour after work every day, going down there and doing some workout stuff. But I don't know.
How long you been thinking about that? About 3 years?
No, just
I shouldn't
now.
be giving anybody a hard time about working out. Look at me.
No, just now, just this morning, I've been thinking about it because I was like, well, because my thought was like I wouldn't stick with it, I'd get the subscription and then do nothing. Plus, I was like, well, why do that? I got space here to do setups and push-ups, but I was like, well, maybe if I spend money every month, that membership subscription, that'll motivate me because I'm cheap as hell. So that'll be like, well, I gotta get my money's worth and go around all the time. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Another book that will be better than Blood.
Ouch.
Right off the bat.
I like that.
Sam, he's going after you.
Yeah. That was a weak one. Usually he's original about it, and he hits Vincent with the jacket. That's just too bland.
Chris, explain what you were doing.
You can do better, Soul.
Pale Rider, I seen that gift. That man, I'm surprised he's alive. He looks like he's gonna die of starvation, that kid that you showed on that gift.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that Canadian guy riding the bull with the flag that's been going around today? Guy's actually riding a freaking bull, like a bison or something, in the freaking snow with the
Wow.
All these are people
because
who
freedom,
watch.
motherfucker. It's for the trucker thing. It
looks like it's more for attention than anything there on that.
Yeah, but it's a riding place. It's a riding school that decided to do that for the promotion, and they're the one following also the truckers with the horses.
These are people who go out and slide on ice and shoot a little,
Disc.
a little disc around, and then they all cheer
rubber
and have a
disc.
good time.
But don't forget that we also do that in the street with a ball with holes in it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Call some hockey.
Critical Blast, the sugar, honey, honey. Oh, honey. You are my candy girl. Johnny says, you got the spaceport. Do you have the discipline? No. No, I don't. All right. So.
Soul just answered me some true, but I had stuff to do until right before the show, so I'm still collecting myself. Surprised there aren't any typos.
Yeah, and earlier he said, wow, someone is early. I'm trying to be better, Soul. I'm trying to be a good host. I'm trying to be a good...
Nah, you were just afraid of passion. If you were going to be late, you were going to get shit on.
I was on time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I know. So was Chris. We were all. That's weird, right?
You were late.
Yeah, you were late, Sam.
I was late. I was there at 11.
Blame Sam. All right.
We'll look at the logs after the show.
But so Mr. Pasha has already been on Bancross for the Lodge, and then he was over on Red, so he's already hit over 35%. You're already off to a great start, sir.
Yeah, we're doing really well. It's just over a third of the way after, just over 24 hours. So that's it's encouraging.
And I guess we should start off with the pitch then.
Sure. Pitch is basically if we're bringing the fantasy magazine back that kind of like did the sword and sorcery. That's how it was back in the day. So this could be magazine size, 48 plus page, kind of an anthology book. There's going to be a section for sequentials. There's traditional prose stories. And then there's going to be a role-playing game in it all in one. So it's one big entertainment magazine. There's not going to be articles and stuff that you don't care about. It's going to be all entertainment stuff you can read. Even if you're not into role-playing games, you can actually, there's a story that breaks it down. You can actually read that. So you can read that too. And we're going to bring it back. It's in black and white, real big. We got awesome artists to do it. And it's a series of fantasy tales, sword and sorcery stuff. That ties into Doom Fate, some of it, but you don't need to have read it, or this could be a jumping off point for you, or if you already read it, this is going to expand. You're going to want to go back and read Doom Fate, I think, again.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to actually have Doom Fate to
you don't have to, no. You could go, all these stories are encapsulated. They're not multi-parters, or they don't really, only one that Eddie Winkler wrote kind of leads into Doom Fate. Like if you read Doom Fate, you're going to recognize the picture down at the bottom, probably one of the characters. If you didn't, you're like, what is this? And then that's going to get you, into it. So
Okay.
we got 4 great artists doing sequentials, all the stories I wrote. We got Pat Maxton, Doodlebags, Joe Ball, Joe Ball and Ellen Alonso, How Comics, and my brain's farting here. Oh, and Preston Acevedo. Probably the 4 best guys I think I could find to do black and white ink work. So
yeah, these are great looking pieces. Wow. Yeah, I'm actually glad this is in black and white. I think I would prefer it that way myself.
yeah, and it's a larger format. It's going to be 8.5 by 11 magazine. It's not going to be a floppy size. It's going to be big. So,
Yeah,
let me give you a comparison. So here's Doom Fate, and here's a copy of Savage Sword of Conan. So this is kind of we got a little more girth and a little more length on this book. So
everybody likes a little bit more girth.
Yeah, so you're going to get a lot more of this and really get that artwork right up in your face when you open it up. So there's no difference.
And I've never owned any of those old magazine style books. I remember I always wanted the one horror ones that was like from Marvel and stuff, had like Dracula and stuff.
Yeah, it was creepy and stuff like that. Yeah, they had those too. Those were all under what was it? Epic Comics. They all made those back in the day.
There was one that had like the first appearance of Satana, and I was like, oh man, that cover looks really good. It had a nice painted cover. But it was a lot of money, and I didn't get it.
Yeah, like Savage Lands. That's where the whole Savage Lands and X-Men. That's kind of where it came from. Was from the magazine. So.
Oh, okay. We got Mr. Fisk with us. I seen he was in the Bancroft stream there. I seen he backed on Bancroft's.
Yeah, he was on Red Gaze too.
Let's see. We got McGee's back. Let's see. Passion one was on Red Stream last night. Awesome magazine project. Definite back from me.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Let me try and catch up here. Soul says at Passion, when it comes to black and white, Monsieur Ball is a no-brainer. Oh yeah, Joe Ball is glorious work.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with him. And I got some of my art in there, of course. And
look at this.
Yeah, there'll be creatures.
Those cages?
Yeah, this is a cage giant. He goes around like battlefields and scoops people up and throws them in these like cages until they, die and they just rot in there. He just walks around with them forever.
Oh, is it just get like sadistic glee out of it?
Yeah, and he uses the big thing to just wipe out armies. He just just destroys things and stuff like that.
It's like the people in the cage are like little ornament bells that he's instead of jingle jangling, it's just people yelling.
There's a lot of skeletons and stuff in there and that kind of stuff, but he'll just lock them in there and that's it.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of like a Pokemon for people.
Pokemon of people. He's like, I got a barbarian, I got an orc, I got. Oh, is he going to be on the RP thing?
The role playing game, and then there's going to be like a creature section where there's going to be some stats and stuff for some unique monsters and stuff that I created that appear in the comics and stuff cool. Like that. You'll be able to like, oh, that guy's cool, and then like the cage giant kind of makes a little bit of appearance in Joe's story. So if you can like decipher the backgrounds of Joe's stuff.
Look at all these people. Look, Sims there. Booty Juice. Brandon's here. Who's Gabriel Caetano? Who's this one?
He's the one who works with Eddie Winkler. He did that piece that was up above with the 2 guys fighting the cloak figure.
Oh, this in here?
Yeah, he did that one.
Oh, yeah. That's
He does
pretty
stuff for
good.
Eddie Winkler. But yeah, the hooded figure you might recognize from Doomfade if you read it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know who that is now. Yeah, that was the one that kept going around talking to people, the villains.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is like
I'm really starting to believe what people are saying, that you don't read any of the goddamn
I just
books.
said
It
what
just
he
continue
was.
to.
no, you're right.
I don't know. Passion just puts you on the spot there, and I'm sorry. I'm starting to
I
lean
know
on
who
their side
that
now.
person is.
I
I
don't
just
know.
said who it was. It's not like they gave a name or anything. Gosh. No respect. And so we got Anthony, Mr. Figaro, we got Clayton Barton, Shelby Robertson, and more. Oh, wow. And we got stretch goals too. Look at that.
Yeah, so if we get funded, we get the Joe Ball poster here.
Daggone. Oh, man. I wonder how long it takes him to do these pieces. It must take him a while.
Yeah, it took him a while to do this one, I know. But pretty cool piece.
Putting in all those like little details, it looks like there.
Mm-hmm.
That looks good.
Yeah, if
Every
we hit
time.
6,000, if you get the epic or the deluxe tier, that comes with all stretch goals. You'll get these stretch goals. So this will be a trading card. This is by Anthony Figaro and colored by myself. So,
Mr. Figaro.
yeah, he did a fantastic job. It's great.
Got that. I'll have to get him back on sometime again. I ain't talked to him in a little while.
Yeah, he's killing it on TikTok. So
Yeah, I still want that dot intro.
Yeah, I always see his TikTok videos there on Facebook, but I don't have the TikTok, so I don't keep up on there.
Yeah, he's doing really well on there.
Oh, sweet. How are you doing on there? Are you still blowing up?
Yep, almost 4,000.
Wow.
So
That's
I come on
wild.
these little streams, you know.
Yeah, you just take pity on us peasants over here.
Well, you know, it hasn't turned into huge sales yet, so we'll see. But, it's we're building something. It takes time, you know that.
Yeah, it's all you're investing in it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I caught up with all of it. Let's see. Both improved length and girth. Should have a walk right again. That's right. I like how Soul City likes how the giant has all those little shields as a wristband. Nice detail.
Thank you.
And Fist says, "Got to collect them all. I got 3 tower shields and a couple of bucklers."
A couple of bucks.
Soul says, "Of course, the Canadian French guy is on the list. Don't want to be too nice, but that's part of why I wrote CG favorites in management." Sky's blue, water's wet. Chris doesn't read the books. I do read the books. Oh my gosh.
See? Yeah, I know.
Get other trade cards here by Barton, Dandal, mini print page saver.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
a vertical mini print page saver. It's something I came up with. It's brand new.
It's not a bookmark.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I try to be all fancy here.
Well, you rebrand things. Some people don't like bookmarks. We got to rebrand it into something else. Like Coke, New Coke, that kind of thing.
So Ace has got a story in here.
Yeah, we're doing 4 traditional stories too. You actually have to read.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'll have to read. Ace is doing one, Phil's doing one, Mark Middleton, and Eddie Winkler. So.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. I'm looking forward to that. Grade Roberts was so good.
The traditional or the sequentials come in about 28 pages. The traditional pages will come in about 10. Those will be all illustrated too. Sim's going to be doing some illustrations. We already got some stuff for Eddie's story and stuff like that. So they'll be fully illustrated, probably a couple pictures each story to kind of get you in. But there won't be sequentials. They'll just be, but at least give you a visual of kind of what's going on. So
What made you decide to do an anthology?
Because I'm insane.
I was to say, it feels like it's a lot of like trying to handle a lot of stuff at once.
Well, no, it's I've been working on this for like a year. So like when Doom Fate like started shipping, I started working on this. So Doodle Bags was the first one I went to, and he did pages, and I gave him plenty of time. He had like 3 months to do 6 pages. So it was whenever he had time, he'd do a page here or there. I'd pay him, and he did. They all did a fantastic job. I decided that I had more stories to tell in Doom Fate, and then I wanted to do something that's kind of could stand on its own later on as a separate product. So I have a bunch of stories in Novatera, which is the world of Doom Fate. It's like the planet. And I have a bunch of stories that don't necessarily take place in Doom Fate, so I want to have a place to do those. I have too many ideas and not enough. I couldn't draw them all. So this is my attempt to try to get more of my ideas out there, and hopefully people like it enough that we can keep doing them, and then bring in other artists and creators to do stuff in the world that I'm creating, do their own stuff and kind of help flesh it out and create new stories and things like that. And that's what the 4 traditional stories are. Those are completely, I gave them prompts for them, like this is what I'd like to see, and then the writers just made it up all on their own, most of it. So those stories are fantastic. I mean, we've got some really good writers, and I'd love to bring more in later, and more artists too. Eventually we'll have writers doing sequential work too, but most of the sequential work is going to be my stuff for a while because I have so much I want to do. But I talk to a lot of artists, so I love working with them. Everybody's been great. I mean, I haven't had any problems with anybody. Everybody did their work. They actually did a million times better than I thought they would. I mean, I had a vision in my head. I'm like, Joe's going to do good work, of course. But it was a challenge too. That my pages for him were not easy. A lot of people would have turned it down, but Joe killed it. So
He's a trooper.
Yeah. Yeah, he draw all battle scenes and stuff like that. He just went crazy. He loved it.
I was thinking about this after last night while I was at work after rewatching watching the replay of the Red Gate stream there, and I thought about it and I thought actually this whole anthology thing seems like a really good idea because of like you're not doing like a monthly book to help flesh out your universe. You're doing like a book every like so many months or even like once a year or something. There's that big long wait to get into the universe. An anthology would really help to get a lot of stories in the world out there to the to get people invested. There we go.
Yeah. And Phil did that with Lost Pages, but you got to remember that the early days of Marvel Comics, most of the heroes we have now appeared in those anthologies. Spider-Man was not in his own book first. Thor was not in his own book first. Iron Man was not in his own book. They were in anthology books, and then they popped that character out, and that's kind of what Phil's doing. I'm doing the opposite. I already did a book, and then that, but there's going to be more new characters in the coming issues that I have, and in different areas and different things. But this one's just, I had background stories I wanted to do on, these 4 stories to flesh out characters in Doom Fate, and there's no way I could have fit them in the book. So
I guess I guess that kind of does make sense because that way you can, it's kind of like throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks in a way. You're putting all these characters out, seeing which ones really resonate with people the most. So that way you could, then that one gets its own, I guess, solo book kind of thing.
Yeah. I have some characters. I'm going to do it the opposite. Like I have a set of characters that are coming in Doom Fate, but they're going to be introduced in the magazine over time, and each of them will have their solo backgrounds first, then each one of them will start teaming up with one another. Then they all become a group. So, and then hopefully they'll have their own book later, spin-off,
okay,
and then
like,
they'll make an appearance in Doom Fate. Then hopefully they'll have a spin-off
like
of their own book.
Like the Marvel movies.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, they did it in the comics first. I mean, that's what the Avengers was. So I'm kind of thinking the Avengers. You had your own things, and then you come together. And then So that's my idea. But there's like 6 characters that I'm going to be doing for that, and hopefully I'll be able. As long as this magazine funds, we can do it. Another one like. If this funds, then I'll probably, be able to do a second one. It might take a little more time. But if we hit like 5 figures, and I could start on the book right away. I'd like to get these done every 4 or 5 months. That's my plan. The next stories are already written, ready to go. Just don't have the money to hire the people.
Yeah, 4 or 5 months would be nice. Not having to wait like a long time to get your next book would be nice.
Yeah,
helps keep that excitement going.
Yeah, all the sequential work is done. All the writing is done. All the dialogue is done. We just need someone to letter it. The traditional stories, 2 of them are in final draft edits, and the other 2 are in edits. Just base edits. Okay. And then the D&D RPG thing, it's written, it's being edited, and it's going to be tested here probably the next month or so by, I know a bunch of D&D, not pros, I don't know how you call them pros, but a lot of people have been doing it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go in and take a look at it. And they're published, a lot of them are published. So they'll take a look at it and test it and have fun with it and see it and make sure it works. So
yeah.
It's just editing mostly.
I want to get my hands on that. Then we can play it on the stream.
I think you would like it. It's a one-night thing. It's like 3 or 4 hours, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So you could do a couple streams out of it. It's
that
not meant to be a long thing.
I wanna play as the cage giant.
They kind of look like him
walking around. All right, let me see what the chat's saying. I haven't paid attention for a little bit. Okay, I'm way behind here. Oh no. Pale Rider shared the stream out with proper hashtags, which means he's probably tagged in some random celebrities or something again. Who knows who it is? Jenna Hayes. Oh God, no.
No.
Well, I mean, I think she was a pirate once. Let's see. Mr. Fist says the anthology approach is effing genius. It gives you multiple windows into the same universe.
Yep.
However, says he's in talks with Jenna to play Chris.
No.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Get out of here. More artists and Sam.
That's wrong.
Hey, Marinus. You got Marinus with us. Let's see. Soul's putting the link to Passion's Twitter.
Period of the week. Thank you.
Oh, there's a sugar rush. Let's go up then. Let me check.
Yeah. It's a sugar rush, yep. Unfortunately, there's no drawing tears in this book, so sorry, Chris.
Wow, Passion. Why you gotta do me like that?
Well, it's in black and white. I can't put anybody in a red dress, so.
Oh, no. The horror. I'm so distraught. Mr. Fist says he loves that cover. It reminds him of the Hero Quest game box art and its supplementals.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, it's kind of an homage to Conan the Barbarian covers or like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. It's if you look at those old covers, it's got 3 things. It's got Conan, some monster he's fighting to save some hot chick. That's usually, you look at all of most fantasy arts like that, old school, like 70s, 80s stuff. Your Frazetta and all that stuff. Yeah, it's it's cool.
What are the snake men called?
In my world, well, they're called different things, but they're the Serpine in my world. I call them the Serpine.
Okay.
So they're an ancient race that's kind of diminished, and you get to see a little bit of them. We'll put and there'll be the monsters though. Their readouts, their character sheet will be in there too. So if you're interested in playing them as well,
So that will there be a little lore blurb too?
yes,
Yes,
So
excellent.
you'll get a little bit. Yeah, they used to have a vast, huge empire, and it's kind of died out. Over to this kind of the kind of like the last of them. Not too many left. So the story is like kind of gets into them a little bit. So I have some ideas I want to do later on down the road for them, but that's way later. So yeah, we got great doodle bags, draws amazing women. So
No, I actually have a question about Doom Fate,
sure.
and it's going to be a spoiler, so you won't tell me. But will we be seeing more of the giant woman after reading the book and what happened? I'm not sure now.
Yes, you will.
Good. That was my
You will.
favorite
She's
character.
actually a very important character in the thing, in the overall story of Doom Fate. She's a very important character. And I could tell you in Doom Fate 2, there's a flashback of when she's younger, and then you get to like when her and the old woman first meet. That's where it starts off. You introduce to her father and a lot of the other giants, because during the giant war, there was a war between the giants and the Valerians. It starts off. This is not really a spoiler. I've already showed the pages. It starts off at like their peace talks. At the end, they're ending the war. So, and that's when you're first introduced to her for the first time, and you kind of get her background and who she is and what she's about. And she'll come in and out of the story all through till the end of Doom Fate. You'll kind of find out about her. She's very important.
Yeah,
I'm starting to be worried about your type of interest, Chris.
She was a fun, interesting character.
She is.
Yeah.
She's
the type that would call you baby.
Oh, come on now, Sam.
You fell for that one.
Gosh dang it.
She's actually a tragic figure. She goes through something called the thickening, which is, first of all, female giants are very rare in my universe. They're very like one every 100,000. So, and there's a reason for that. That'll be explained later. But she's very rare. So then she goes through a thickening. She doesn't grow big real fast like the men do. She goes through, she hits a certain point in age or a certain thing happens, puberty or whatever, and then they start growing real fast, and she gets, her skull gets thicker and she gets stupider. She starts to, and I wrote her like a hillbilly hick in the book. She just gets dumber and dumber and dumber.
Mm-hmm.
And she forgets a lot of things. She doesn't remember a lot of her past, and kind of hint at that in the first book. Mm-hmm. And then you'll see more of, when before the thickening, before who she was. So, like as a teenager.
It's Sugar Rush time. You know what that means? Yeah, I put the little dancing person in the corner. Let's see.
The thickening sounds. The thickening, as in thickening of the plate here.
The email sign up list. No, there's not going to be a Red Dress Diaries. There is no email sign up list. It doesn't exist, Pale Rider.
But go sign up,
Mr. Fan. Let's see.
Whoever backed, thank you for backing. I appreciate that.
Fist says we got to spread the word about this project to the TTRPG crowd. They'll eat this up.
Yes, please do. If you have some kind of connections with that, because I can't be everywhere. If you have any connection, please spread the word. If you can't back it, or if you did back it, please spread the word. I'm doing everything I can. Yeah, Joe Ball's work. This is one of the Tamer pages. So,
Wham.
Yeah. Joe's work is. This is probably some of the best work he's ever done. So I think so.
No, oh yeah, that. Oh, I'm sure Passion don't want to hear any stories. Yeah, I'm sure he can go without it today. Passion don't like the stories.
I already saw Sim's nipple.
He's all done for today. Oh yeah, the Yuan T indeed, yeah.
Yeah, Unity. Yeah, they're called the Unity, but in mine they're different. They're called the Serpine. So the Serpine Empire sounded cool when I wrote it down. I'm like, Serpine Empire. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That's usually how I make things up. I'm like, that sounds cool.
So says the sketch card is a very good deal, by the way. I'd have paid more because I want one, but the perks are very backer friendly. One more reason to get this book.
Yeah, yeah. The deluxe edition comes with a black and white random sketch card by me and one of the characters in the book, and my sketch cards go for like $25. So right there, you're getting $25.
Or radio. Sam, that's Dick, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I need to talk to Dick.
Somebody sampled this.
Just cut me out of it. I don't want to be on your intro.
Yeah, devil.
When you're talking about this.
No. The Dick talk is for Mark Middleton.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
all.
I'll send you a cease and desist order.
It's like Trump with his "you're fired" thing.
Oh,
We got Devil Flyers with us. Hello, hail. We got Pale Rider saying Giant Woman. Sure, Chris is reminiscing about the 1988. Shut up, Pale Rider.
yeah, she's a cool character. I like her a lot. She's very important. So if you didn't read Doom Fate, you can get a copy of it through here, and there's an add-on where you can just get the book. So yeah, Doodle Bags is great. Like when he did his pages and he sent them to me, I knew this was going to work. So
let me see.
Girthed, yes.
Thickening, but it's a big boobs.
Well, she has 2-story boobs, so yeah.
Johnny Cage, calm down. I don't. What are you talking? Well, I put the little dancing man in the corner. He's so aggressive today. All right. Yeah, I would. Yeah, so ideally, people would want to get the Doom Fate as well as this, so they get all of the stories set in this universe.
Ideally, like I only have so many of the first printing left, so
to get the RPG with it, that's just getting the book.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And we can expand that out, more characters, stuff like that. If we get above 10,000, then I'll start expanding the book. When we have 5 figures, I'll start expanding the book. Right now, the book it's 48 plus pages because right now it's at least 48 pages. It's probably going to come in over 50 once everything's said and done. Some of this says 40 on it. And then I sat and did the page count. It's over 40. I had already done the graphics and stuff, so it's definitely going to be over 48. Like I said, half of it's sequential, but we can always add more stuff to it. Another story would have to be. We'd have to be way up there for me to do another story to add to it because that takes more time. It would delay the book.
Fisk is suggesting everybody to get the epic perk.
Mm-hmm.
If
you did not read Doom Fate, you don't have a copy. You get some cool prints with it that I have from the original campaign. I might throw some extra stuff in there too. I got a bunch of extra Doom Fate stuff, so I might throw some extra stuff I have laying around from that, not just the prints. And then you get the first edition copy, and then you also get the full. Basically the deluxe edition where you get all the stretch goals for Novatera. You get the sketch card, you get all the things that get unlocked. So
and you get that would be nice, little sketch art. Your card might get drawn on TikTok.
Yeah, probably. I might do something. Do a big video of all of them. Hey, it gets views.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be working for you.
Even Sim's little saxophone, Nat the Merc. That was pretty funny. That made me laugh. I'm like scrolling through all of a scene. It's like Nat the Merc on a ship.
Are you on TikTok too, Sim?
Yep.
How's that going?
Well, I'm not using it much, but I go put it in videos. But
I assume it's like YouTube, where it's like you should be doing it every day, sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
live
much it.
stream on there 4 times a week, and then I do like 3 or 4 videos a week.
Oh, wow.
But the real easy ones, and I don't do.
I mean, it's only what, so many seconds or something.
You can do up to 3 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's pretty long, but it's usually like right around the cap is right around the sweet spot's between 15 and 30 seconds. That's the sweet spot. So it's a good app for visibility. We'll see how it does on sales, but I'm going to do some marketing on there. It's actually a really good deal. It's pretty cheap on there. We'll see how that works out for me. Some people say they get big success with it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I'll try it. Throw a little money at it.
Yeah, I guess it would. I guess I wonder if the people who would like this book would be on TikTok.
They are.
Are they?
Yeah, a lot of people think that TikTok is, and Sim could probably attest to this. Everybody thinks it's just dancing girls and like, crazy liberals on there. That's not the case.
Well, I've seen a D&D people on there.
Yeah, everybody's on there. Everyone. It's different age groups. The biggest growing age group on TikTok is like 25 and up.
But don't get me wrong, it is infested of idiots doing whatever for attention on videos.
Well, that's
everywhere.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Like, look at us. We're all on YouTube. We're a bunch of idiots on YouTube trying to get it.
Yeah, it's like Twitch. Also, it's you get a whole bunch of like stupid things, but there is interesting stuff. Like stand-up comedians are there. You have some of the people are like, oh, we don't see them anywhere. You'll find them there.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, because I was scrolling through Facebook this morning, and what was it? I seen it was some D&D guy on TikTok, and it was the guy who does Shorzy from oh my gosh, that Canadian comedy show. I don't remember, but the character Shorzy.
Fuck! They did improv show.
I can't remember.
Is that the one you're talking about?
I can't remember, but anyway, he was on there.
Who did it anyways, or something like that?
They were doing a D&D kind of little sketch thing, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that was cool." So yeah, that's neat to see like all the different people that are on there.
Yeah, it's there's comic books on there, like all regular comic books. So the manga is huge on there, anime is huge on there. Movies, there's movie reviews. People do things. And it's set up in a different way to where, how YouTube is we got to pull people to us on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They push people onto people. So if they know you're in a genre or you're trying to do your hashtags, they're doing everything they can to push you onto it. Now it's getting more and more crowded. So sometimes it's hard to pierce. You have to, if you're trying to build up on TikTok, I could do a whole show about it, but if you're trying to build up on TikTok, you got to follow the trends. You got to use all these other things to pierce that veil. I've been doing some things that have been working, on there, and I'll continue to do that. And I change things up every once in a while just to see if something different works. But I'm having a good time on there. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, we got Mrs. Good Stuff's with us.
Yeah,
Morning. I hope you're doing well this morning. Soul says social media was a mistake. Humanity won't survive it.
It is, yeah. But it's here. You got to use it properly.
It's a tool like any other.
Yeah, but I have to admit, for somebody, I don't have that much following. Like I have like 40 something followers, and I get like over 200 views on videos I put there.
Yeah, and how that would turn into sales for a book, no one knows yet. I'm kind of the first one to try it in CG, so
yeah,
I'll let you know how it goes. I'm still not big enough. Like, you got to get to 10,000 to where you can put an active link in your bio. So I'm not at 10,000 yet. I'm barely, I'm almost to 4. So it's probably gonna take me another few months, 3, 4, probably spring, summertime. I'll hit 10. But I'm getting followers every day, so people like what I'm doing. And the lives are really, I get 20, 30 people in my lives We do drawing show. Finally made a drawing show entertaining. Figured it out. So we get 20, 30 people. We've had as high as 100. So,
So
you know,
it's- so
I'm
10
monetized on there.
So you are.
Yeah, I get a little bit. Well, you don't get ad money, but I'm getting during the lives. You know, people can send me like they're not super chats, but they're gifts. They can kind of send you stuff. They don't have super chat kind of system on there yet,
Huh.
but yeah,
So-
it's cool. You know,
What do you got to do to be monetized there?
you have to have at least 1,000 followers, and then you can start doing lives. So when you do the lives, you're automatically put into that system. If you want to be monetized for your videos, it's not it's not comparable to YouTube. Go YouTube. But they do have a creator program, but from what I understand, they don't pay very well. Not like YouTube money. So, but they are bringing in more money. You know, there's a downside to that too, because you remember Vine.
Mm-hmm.
Vine was a thing, and what killed Vine is everybody wanted to get paid for doing Vines. So Vine said okay, and then they had inundated the app. They had to pay for it somehow. So they got advertisers, and it killed the app. So there's a balance there, you know. But
Sorry, nothing else.
don't get me wrong, that's on there. Don't get me wrong, that's on there. But they come down on that stuff pretty hard because they want a PG-13 kind of app.
Right.
But there's other stuff. There's political talk on there. I stay away from that on there. But once you get your algorithm all set up, you just swipe into it. It learns that, like, hey, you don't like these videos. We're not going to show them to you anymore. So I get a lot of, you know, comic books and anime and manga and art stuff. And
Yeah.
so
I wonder if StreamYard would let me stream to TikTok as well as YouTube at the same time.
they don't have it set up for that yet. It's only certain people can get it, and I think it's if you have like over 1 million followers, they're going to let you do it.
Oh wow!
But they have a third party that's doing their lives, and it's not very good. It's not like Twitch level stuff. It's just I have to do it on my phone. It's clunky. It's people who want to play video games, and they got to put their phone up to the. It looks dumb.
Wow.
So,
yeah, that is pretty shoddy.
Well, they're new. They've only been around for 3 years, so they're growing. I've talked to them a couple times already. They're like, what are you doing in your lives?
Marinus is talking about how about the other platform, Minds?
Minds was good. It was great, but it died. It died. Like it had a growth. Everybody was there, and then everybody just technically just quit. Like it just died. The same is technically happening with Getter right now. Since Rogan did the thing, like it grew. It was a lot of traction. Now it's
right.
It's yeah.
If you don't, I go where the audience is. Everybody should do that. Yeah, some of these are infested and they're not bad. I think TikTok, my experience, I'm not telling anybody to do it, but you only see one side of the story and everybody believes, because let's think about it this way. TikTok is a huge. They were the #1 visited site last year. More than Google, more than Netflix, more than Twitter, more than Facebook. So that's their biggest competition in social media. And they're also predominantly a foreign-owned company. Well, what do you think their competition is going to do? They're going to make sure that they have a bad rap. They're going to go to their people in the press and make them, look bad. And only pull the videos out that make it look bad. I could pull stuff off of YouTube and Twitter all day long. That's terrible. We could do that infinite. So TikTok, yeah, they're owned by the Chinese, but a lot of companies are. So, the whole spy app thing, all your apps are spying on you. I hate to tell you. They're all spying on you. So I use it for what it is.
We have Pixel. He says, I really love the logo. Has an SNES RPG vibe or animated series thing going on.
Yeah, that was my inspiration. That was done by How Comics. and that old Nintendo kind of Zelda kind of feel to it. Yeah, that's what I wanted with the fantasy. Definitely. Back the book.
Pixel says Facebook is doing well enough on their own tanking themselves.
Well, people are moving to TikTok. People are moving off of Twitter. They're moving to TikTok. They're moving off of Facebook, TikTok, moving off YouTube. YouTube isn't so huge. YouTube is so huge, it can take a hit, but
Yeah.
people are moving to YouTube. The reason why there isn't a huge migration of YouTubers over to TikTok is because the pay isn't there for them. Once they get it up, we'll be inundated with YouTubers. But I see a lot of celebrities coming in that just want to be on TikTok to be on, because they like being popular. I like everybody watching me. That's what celebrities do. I usually block them all. So, I don't want to see celebrities on there.
Yeah.
So, but it's. I watch dog videos on there. It's like old school YouTube. You remember when YouTube used to have cat and dog videos?
I miss old YouTube, the Wild West days.
This is kind of the Wild West days, Chris.
It was
pretty
nice.
Wild West right now.
You could find all kinds of cool stuff on YouTube back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play the trailer.
Yeah, I'd let it buffer a little bit. People have been having problems playing it.
Oh, hold on a second here.
Well, it depends on your internet connection, I guess.
Let me see. I'll go full screen.
Got the volume?
Oh, sweet. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta go out of full screen. There we go.
Yeah, I love that trailer. It came out really good.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah, I worked on it a lot. So.
And who knows? Maybe if you ever get if there's like a lot of interest in the RPG, maybe you could do something with that even.
Yeah, eventually, hopefully next year, I'd love to do just a separate RPG. That would probably be on Kickstarter as well, because that's where RPGs do really well on Kickstarter.
As I say, I see them all the time through crowdfunding. Like a whole RPG module's making good amount of some money.
Yeah, but we got to build something up first. So I want a few magazines. The idea: put the adventures in the magazines, take them, put them into that, then put out a whole kind of world book. First, and then the first big source book. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of source books and stuff I want to do. Each 9 of them would have their own source books, because one of my favorites was Forgotten Realms from Dungeons and Dragons, and they all had, each area had its own source book. So you go through and it would explain everything, and then it would add adventure breakdowns at each one. Stupid Dungeons and Dragons, they got rid of all that, and I was like, that is a huge mistake. They combined everything into one world. And it's it's lame and vanilla now.
Nah.
So that was the cool aspect of being a fan of D&D back in the day. It was like you had all these different areas and you could buy source books. Like, ooh, there's a book about the Yuan-Ti, which is, the snake guys. And I had a whole book of just about the Yuan-Ti, and I thought that was the coolest.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the house Sim so silent? Is he making sandwiches for the kids?
No, but the kids are home today, and they're very active in the back.
Sim's sleeping. He's tired.
Wait, can you hear me?
Well,
Yeah, I hear you right now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not muted for the whole stream. I'm just muted when there's noise behind me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's a cool book. I think it's top notch. I think listen to the customers. We gave a good price on it. I think there's really good art on it. I mean, it's some of the best you could get. I think right now. The genre is pretty cool. I know a lot of people are into superheroes, but fantasy is basically superheroes too. um, and people should check it out. It's really it's. I mean, I know I'm biased, but it's a really good book. So I think I did a really good job, and all these guys who worked on it, they did a fantastic job. I could not have done this without them. They make the book look way better. So, the writing's cool. So this is what people want: cool stories, cool characters, fleshed out stuff, edited stuff, good price. Here it is. So I hope everybody can back it, or at least spread the word if you can. Appreciate that.
I mean, the art alone should be grabbing people and pulling them in.
Yeah,
this is top tier stuff.
I think so.
Look at that. I like that little close up on his eyes where he's like, ah.
Yeah, that's a story about. You probably know from reading Doomfade. At the end, there's War Commander Zoc.
He's the orc chief.
He's not the orc chief. He's the war commander. He's the one with scarred eye, and this is how he becomes the war commander. So, is this story? That's the previous war commander. His name is Zog. So, in the orcs, you don't have a name unless you get some type of rank, and you only get a rank by taking out the guy who's of that rank. So, you want to be noticed. You want to be the orcs work in a different way. So my orcs, I got them all fleshed out. They're pretty cool. Well, the Valerian orcs are a little different than your normal orcs. But
This soul says more passion, not oh yeah, the art is pretty cool. But have you seen that stuff?
But yeah, Preston was the perfect person to draw this. I couldn't think of anybody else drawing. It's perfect. His pages are pretty brutal. Really cool heavy metal vibe to it, really cool stuff. He did a fantastic job. His is the longest story too. So, and I wanted to show more pages, but the stories are so short. I don't want to give away anything. Yeah. And then, but every page is fantastic.
We'll have Steve Dye rolling into the chat as soon as you start. Spoilers.
Yes, Steve's helping edit on this. He's helping with the dialogue and the traditional stories. That's not my area. So I'm kind of the art director. He's kind of the writing.
You said you still had lettering left. Do you have a idea of who you're going to try to go for that?
Eric Weathers said he would do one, and then we might go with a couple. I would like to have 4 separate letterers.
Oh, okay.
Like I did 4 separate artists.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want one person to letter everything, so we might have Eric do one, and then some other people. We'll look into it. I'm thinking about doing one because Joe's story is mostly all done in narration, so that wouldn't be that hard to do. So, but yeah, no, there's some other letterers out there, and just see if they're up to it. But that's again, I ran out of money. So I couldn't get that done. So that's be something that would need to be done. But the dialogue's all done and edited. It would just be sending them the files and then get it done. So,
this is nice.
Yeah, it's a cool book. I would buy the hell out of this if I wasn't involved in it. So,
this is the beast. Channeling some chimera energy. Passion's not that bad. Come on.
What do you mean? What?
Nah.
He's comparing me to Chimera?
He's more Aaron than Chimera.
Like
you're comparing me to Chimera?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's more like Aaron than Chimera. Aaron has his highs and lows.
Wait a minute. I'm just being humble. There's a difference.
Like you guys are hitting him hard here with this. Compared him to Aaron and Chimera. There, go
Get
on.
Rob Willis for a book in 2026. I don't think we'll make it that long.
Oh, Peril says he's going to post it up on the How to D&D Discord. Oh,
Okay,
awesome.
cool. Thank you. Yeah, throw it up.
Strippers get hand up flyers too. Stay right there. Book of 2020. yeah, there we go.
I like how you assume you're still going to get a book from him. I'm a backer of Sonobi Sasquatch for the past 3 years.
Yeah,
I think about starting an AA meeting.
I don't have a lot of faith on that one. It might one day.
Hi, my name's Passion4Drawing, and I back Sonobi Sasquatch. Hi, Passion4Drawing.
Hi, Passion. Oh, we got Katie with us. She says, "What's up, sugar? You missed." Oh, I didn't. I caught the replay. Elbow deep yesterday. I felt I had push you by out of the rest. I caught it. I didn't catch it, but I watched the replay. I tell you, Passion. She used to be such a nice girl, and then Red corrupted her. Now she's a degenerate. I hope you're feeling better, Katie. I'll reach out to you later, I guess. What was I gonna say? I got caught in our bed. All right. Since we did get a sugar rush, I'll leave it up to the guests. Do you want to hear a story, Passion? You can say no.
No.
Yes, you heard it, folks.
He meant no. He meant no. He won't say no.
He said no.
No.
See, he's saying no, Sam. You don't want to hear it. I'm gonna leave it up to the guests. I don't want to, I don't want to.
Oh, blame me. Oh, now I'm going to change it. Change it to yes. Now I want to hear the story.
Damn it, Passion. I'm. God damn it, Passion. I'm trying to get it out here.
Well, I mean, hey, if it gets me a backing on the book, yeah, the answer is yes. If it gets me a backing on the book, and the answer is no.
You already got a backer, Passion.
Yeah, but he wants more.
I want more. What? Isn't that why we're here?
Oh, damn it!
Don't limit the guy. Damn it!
Damn it! Oh, okay, good. She feels okay now. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Katie.
Bill Ryder's like, no, then no Discord post for you.
Yeah, she corrupted Red because she's like in charge of the stream now. So
she's took over the stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh my. All right, so let's see. Passion knows the red dress story. Let's see.
Unfortunately, yes.
Let's see. So we've got two stories then.
So you have the story of what's in the box and Bibi.
What? What's in the box?
You just figure it out.
Which one do you want, Passion? The box or Bibi?
Well, the box could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be a boat.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. I'll take the box story. I like that, getting a nice box once in a while.
All right. So let's see. With the box story, let's see. I was on Twitter when I got my Twitter account up and running because I had it and then I didn't do anything with it. I just made an account for whatever reason. But then after when Dad was in the hospital, I got back on it, and that's how I met Sim and everything. But when I got on it and started promoting and everything, I started getting followers, and this one person followed me, and I can't remember what the hell their at is, but they were all like, it was a girl all dolled up, and makeup and purple hair and all this stuff, and she would make these videos with comedy stuff. I guess it was comedy, but I just was not interested. And Passion's going to sleep.
Box, yeah.
Yep, box, sure, yeah. And so I didn't really, moved on. And then, like, as time went on, not like a while back, I started she started making these weird like sexual posts like perverted comments or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Well, the next thing you know, like she's making comments about, like, I see this post about doing lewds and stuff and all this about paying for her lewds and all this. I was like, what in the world? I was like, wait, what? She's doing like lewds now? I thought she was just like a comedy person. I was like, wait, it's a woman? And I was like, wait, is it? I'm not sure. I kept looking at the picture. I was like, is it a man or is it a woman? I don't know. And it kept bugging me, you know. And then I started being like, I was tempted to purchase the lewds to find out what was going on, you know. And I even messaged. I got to the point where I messaged her and started talking to her, you know, like, you know, how she was doing it, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I like how you're spinning this, Chris. But go on.
what do you mean spinning it? What?
Oh, I just wanted to see what the lewds were about, or see if it was real or not. You just wanted the lewds, dude.
No.
Yes.
I have only ever. Have I ever done?
Let's see if you got to think about it. I'm getting thirst trapped, is what the kids would call it.
But I was like, I went and asked her about it, everything, and she wasn't doing the OnlyFans thing like you see the girls doing. She was like, basically you would send her through PayPal and then she sends you this. I was like, why do it that way, you know? But she said, oh, just because, and yeah, and she told me her price and all that stuff, and I was like, and I was like, God, what if what if I pay for it, and then I get them, and it is a dude, like, you know what I mean? It is. And then I would have paid money for dong, yeah. I'm like, I'm like, So I didn't do it. I couldn't. I was like, no, it's. Oh man, I can't. I'm not that curious. And so I didn't do it.
Sounds like you're a little curious.
But and then I seen in later posts
that's the point of that. That's the entire joke of the story, is that he was obsessed by it. He wanted to know what was in the box, you know, the mystery box thing.
I was just curious of like is it a man or a woman? Like what? Because it could be either one. It looked kind of feminine, but I was like, I don't know. And then later on, she was making posts about like, penis, or about like a twink. And I was like, I think a twink. I think that's a man thing. That's like alluding to having a penis. I was like, I think I dodged a bullet. I think I'm okay. Now
don't ever send strange women on the internet money.
Nope.
Well, obviously. It was just driving me nuts. I was like,
you could have just said like, hey, are you a dude?
And I think that's
free.
And I think that person just sent a bot in your chat.
Well, then I'd have been rude.
I'm saying you have a sex bot in your chat.
They make me tell these uncomfortable stories that makes me feel dirty.
Yeah, but you've told them once before, so obviously we're gonna get you to repeat them if they're funny.
Chris buy dog. I didn't buy dog. Chris, Pasha, as you figured out, like, no bullshit, no.
Right. Thought he was buying a cat, but he got a dog instead.
I wasn't. I think the only time I ever bought anything resembling lewd.
We're renaming you to Schlonga Chris.
What's in the box, Chris?
I think the only time I ever bought anything like lewds, that anything that came close, was when was it Patreon? Yeah, like the monthly thing. When it first came out and started to blow up, I was like, what is this Patreon thing everybody's talking about? I was like, well, because I seen some random chick that was doing cosplay or something do it. And I was like, well, what is this thing? Why is everybody talking about what's the big deal? And I was like, well, I'll just check it out here, see what it is. So I backed her thing, and then she had like nudes and cosplays and stuff. She was sending in like some sort of Dropbox or something.
What's up? What's upcoming, Mark?
I think I did it for a month or two, and I was like, okay, moving on.
What's up, Mark?
So, Mark.
So what you're saying? I wish you'd just come out and say it, Chris, and be honest with yourself and everybody in the audience. You're a simp. It's okay.
I'm no simp.
Simpa Chris.
Like, that was.
We're gonna call you Simpa Chris now.
That was many years ago.
No, no. I think it's still going on right now.
I was like,
I'm sure if she had like a B in the book tier, you'd buy it.
It was like 10 years ago or something, and it was one time for like
B in the loot.
month.
A B in the loot tier, you'd be on it.
Are you buying women's farts in a jar?
Ah, fuck.
Are you buying those?
I've seen that. I've seen people talking about that. That woman had to stop.
Yeah, because she like blew her a-hole out. Yeah.
Like, oh my God, woman, what are you doing?
Hey, if it's just eating a bunch of eggs, and I don't understand why she just didn't get someone else to do it for her.
Peeking in the jar. Damn it, Pornhub is free, Chris.
Oh my God.
See what we say about Beacon? Not often, but right on the fucking mark.
Money for dog. Oh my God. Russian sniper bears.
Let's get this to 1,000 sub. Not only you get Chris running in a red dress, but you'll get loot money.
Great dog out there. Couple. We need to get Chris to 1K subs so he can super chat him some loot dog money. Why did I tell that story? I knew it was gonna. I knew it. For ages, I sat on that story. I told it to Red, and Red's like, "Oh, you should tell it. You should tell that story." And I was like, "I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna never live it down. They're gonna give me hell."
I like Vassen's comment here. He's telling Kami Mark, Chris might be interested in buying Kami Markina lewd as long as you hide your tongue.
Kami Mark.
You keep him guessing, he might be buying. Get it?
Well, I'll tell you a story. When I was in the Navy, there was a buddy of ours, and we were at a bar, and this girl he was a tall dude, and a handsome guy, and this girl but he wasn't very bright. Mm-hmm. So this girl there was a few girls we were all mingling with at the time, and one girl was she was with the group of girls, but she was off on her own. And he started talking to her, and then they went off to the end of the bar, and they're talking, and they started getting real touchy and feely. And then we were sitting there going, and then one of the girls we were with, she's like, "Does your friend know that's a guy?" And we're like,
"Oh, that's gonna get interesting."
So, and this is early '90s, so it's a different, different situation then. Mm-hmm. And then, and then we're all sitting there should we tell him? Like, nah. And then he left. He left with her. He left with her. And then the next day, he comes in and we're like, "Hey, how was that girl last night?" And he was he's like, "You guys knew, didn't you?" No, we didn't know nothing.
No,
we didn't know anything. So yeah, he got some dumb.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was mad at us for forever.
Man, that had to be such a horrible situation for him. Just going back thinking you're like, yeah, and then just boom. Oh, whoa, let's
suck on this. And I'm like, what?
And now they're married.
I didn't.
No, he met another girl. He met another girl, and then he ended up getting married before I got out. He knew her for about a year, and then they got married.
Oh, that's good. Happy ending. Let's see.
He was
unlike your story.
Well, I'm sorry, okay?
Unless you're not telling us about the happy ending.
No, there was no happy ending for Chris.
What do they call it? Catfish, but in your case, it's sausaged. You would have got sausaged.
Or cat dipped.
Was this person online? Was their name Hexbox?
You got him choked up. That was right on point.
The funny part is I actually met Hexbox once in person.
Yeah, without
How is that
knowing.
possible?
well, the
The real
Wait,
Hex.
the real
emailed the
Xbox,
actual person and then found out that it was them, so he actually met that person.
A lot of people in the audience may not know they're newer, but Hexbox was a person in CG pretending to be a mute
Yep.
girl
like a mute
who
woman.
didn't, only did texts and tweets and stuff like that. So
And started hiring some people and
full disclosure, I did some concept work for Hexbox, but later.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then we found out about it, and we also found out that he was using a pic of somebody on Facebook, and that turned a bit that turns out.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked. Yeah, I had only ever had one interaction with Hexbox. It was just like me asking her about that. What was it? Hentai hot sauce.
I was keeping my distance.
Yeah,
That was you were gonna. Don't lie, you were gonna send Hexbox money for pics.
No.
Do you have a song or not?
Thing?
Are you real or not?
No, it went like, oh, is that hot sauce really? It's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, talking. And then like it was like she was trying to lean it into like degeneracy because like somehow she like brought up like porn. And I was like,
why are you calling it he? It's a dude.
Well, I don't know.
The rumor is
force a habit.
Xbox has a lot of dick pics. That's
Yep.
the rumor.
Yep.
Well, yeah. He was leaning it in like
So Chris,
talk about porn. I was like,
one of them?
no. That conversation ended after that pretty quickly, and then I went on about my day. I was like, that was weird.
This is great talk to sell a book.
Yeah, ain't it?
Boxes and dongs.
It's sort of Conan inspired thing, and don't tell me that those type of books don't have that stuff in there.
You see this first. That's why I led with the first page from Pat. Look at that page. I mean, there's dongs in it, but not what do you think? Well, there's.
I mean, Mark's like, my dick pic exceed my G drive capacity.
You might have to reformat that thing, Mark.
That's a high pixel dick.
But no,
it's a lot of compression going on there.
I think I met the guy, and that's how I knew him.
Star.
Yeah. I think this was before the whole Hexbox thing.
Nah,
like, was it?
it was during.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, but remember, he was telling people that he was his ex-girlfriend for a while. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like I was like, oh, hey, yeah, and because we bumped in, because we were both going to a con or something. I bumped into him, and I think I got to talk to you, Sim, there at the end of it, and then that was it. But let's see. Let me catch. Once a simp. I wasn't a simp. It was like 1 month of Patreon.
Simple Chris.
To see what it was all about, because that was like back when like cosplay, that whole cosplay thing was blowing up, and everybody was all like big on it. Like, what is the big deal?
Yeah, I have a question. What happened? People were supposed to be tracking that lady, trying to bring her in the chat. Did anybody find the baby?
Baby doesn't exist. You never find her.
Come on, I'm sure we can find that Nigerian princess.
Oh Lord,
Sugar Sim.
That's loot money. Ew.
Beacon says he thinks that Boba Fett was before Hexbox. I think that was the start, to be quite honest.
Chris will be hitting you up for some giantest lewds. Yeah, we can make that happen for the right price. I'm not against that. I'm not, some high fluty artist. I got rent to pay.
Oh Lord. Let's see.
Let's just say Chris has commissioned me a few times. I wouldn't.
I didn't commission you for that, though.
I'm not gonna say I don't talk about my clients or what they do in their private lives.
Gosh dang it, Passion.
It was just weird to receive a dick pic when it's like, "Can you draw this?"
It was a small commission. So.
It took 5 seconds. Didn't even have to sharpen the lead.
We like Chris. He's awesome.
And don't forget, he has 3 whimsy hair everywhere.
I was like one of the first people commissioned Passion, and this is the thanks I get.
Yeah, you and Ace. You were the first two.
If he has a test print of one of my 7 Legions print, it was at Bubba Fest. Old Bubba Fest. Let's see. Fluid code. Let's see. Did it catch up here? Oh wait.
And by the way, so I think the chat is a bit slow, to be quite honest, because they appear on YouTube before they appear on the StreamYard. There seems to be a delay.
Yeah, sometimes that reminds me of old Bubba Fett. That reminds me. I wonder whatever happened to that fella that we met there that did that Batman piece. Me and Beacon and all was talking to him for a while because he was interested in the whole CG thing and all this stuff. We talked to him for a while. He gave me his email, and I reached out to him about getting him to do a commission. And he never responded. Yeah, so I thought his work was interesting. Oh well. It fit on a sketch. There was no dick drawings. Gosh, it was what, Cecil? What? Yeah, it was like way back when.
Cecil back in the day, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was,
way back.
I think
Yeah,
I seen the original. I think.
Yeah, it was Cecil way back when. Yeah.
When Cecil was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't kept up with any of them in ages. I haven't watched any of that stuff. Chris wants
They used to be fun.
Well, they're all kings now, so.
Oh my god.
Everybody's becoming a king.
All right, there. Make y'all happy. I told him the story. Now y'all can leave me be. I'm exhausted now. You got your damn story out of me. But I look into this one.
Beacon says that guy never got around to creating any social media beyond Instagram. I think his handle is Rainy Day Robot.
Oh, okay. His handle there's Rainy Day Robot.
If you're an artist and you're not on social media, don't plan on making any money on your art.
Instagram.
At least without being printed by a big publisher.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you'd already be famous at that point.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's either, if you're not going to be published by them and you want to be doing your own thing, you have to be on social media and share your work. Otherwise, you're never going to exist.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. No, it wasn't a lewd.
Are you shopping still?
No, I'm not shopping. Trying to bring up Instagram.
That's shopping to me. I don't know. He's trying to find Rainy Day Robot.
Right, yeah. Oh no, anyone there. But let me see. Gosh damn it. I was gonna say something. I forgot it all now.
And Soul saying #totally shopping. I know.
No, I already know what I'm gonna back for this campaign.
And what are you going to back for this campaign?
I'm probably gonna back the standard. That's probably what I'm back for right now.
See,
that gets me the role playing module.
You could have made more money if you had to be in a book tier.
There's nowhere to put people in the book.
Be on the bookmark tier.
It's a vertical print, mini print page saver.
Okay, you're a vertical mini print saver.
Actually, Twitter, I think, is watching me because when I was while we were talking, it brought up this on my thing here. It looks kind of sword and sorcery.
Whoa! Hey, that's YouTube dangerous. That's a nudity there, buddy.
Well, it ain't like Sim hasn't shared boob all over my streams anyway.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I plead the fifth.
Like, there's this butt in this one.
Yep.
Some side boob.
Yeah, a little bit of side boob there. It's all right.
There's full frontal on the chest on the guy. So
So it was like a die on the saddle perk with break Chris Bank.
A die on the saddle perk?
oops, excuse me.
With break Chris Bank. Yeah.
My God, Mike says he Photoshop backers into
I don't know.
level.
Let's just say it just sounds like Brokeback Mountain type of shit.
What? Ew, what? No. What?
Die on the saddle.
That's all right. It's all right. I don't think Passion.
Chris already died in Doom Fate World. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Already
twice
died in
if
this
I remember
universe.
properly too, no?
No,
No, just the once.
just the ones.
Yeah, he gets his head popped off by
Yeah.
the Diaz brothers.
That was funny. Yeah, I liked it because I have my little coffee mug tabard going on, and then they grab me and boop. Yeah, because before that I get to she grows in the giant size, and I'm like looking up.
Is that a slong?
Yeah, he was checking to see.
Is that a slong or VJ? I'm not sure.
He was checking to make sure.
And she goes, "It is baby. It is what you want."
Never fails.
Yeah, it's a cool book. I think people will like it. I hope people purchase it. Lots and lots of people.
And you said 28 page of sequential art, right?
28-page sequential, 10 of traditional, and then the role-playing game parts could be well over 10. So you're talking 48 pages minimum on it. And it can be, some of it can be expanded. Like I said, if we do really, really well, I'll add another sequential story. But again, that'll delay the book. And I really don't want to delay the book. But if we're doing crazy numbers, we'll put more content in. I have a secret ash can. I'll be adding to it at a certain number, but I won't say what the number. It'll be over 10K, but there'll be an ash can added to it. It won't be put on the campaign or nothing. It'll be something I ship to everybody. So there's that. There's something I'm working on, but I can't really advertise it because it might have some copyright material. So just give it away as a thank you kind of deal. So that'll be in there too. I think people will dig that. It has nothing to do with any of this. Just for fun.
I already died in his universe.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Ain't coming back. I'm dead.
Yeah, but he also plays a fungal, so he can replicate himself. He's a fungus.
I'm dead. The end. I die once in every universe.
Yes.
There can only be one. Gosh.
I think you have the original page to that too.
Yeah. Well, no, you sent me the.
I sent you two.
You sent me where all the giants are coming.
Yeah, and there should be another one too. Because remember, the one shipment got lost for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, when I put in an insurance thing on it, they suddenly found it.
Yeah, magically.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I want my $3,000. And they're like, oh, we found it.
Oh, wait, hold on now. Magic, you say. Look at that. I wish it was just right over here. Oh.
No, I was sitting here the whole time. It wasn't even, the box was in good shape and everything. It wasn't like beat up.
Yeah. I mean, it was perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. But then I had sent you a replacement in that time. So
yeah.
So it was not on the railroad track. Got it.
Oh.
yeah, that's the one that's got your girl Durka in it, the big giant girl.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's like leading the giants.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a good looking piece.
Thank you. But don't worry, the next book my art's like gone up quite a few levels, so I think people really like that too.
All right. Moving on. Well, we're past the hour and a half mark.
Yep.
I guess it should be about time to start wrapping her up. Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we can get you a backer or so, Mister.
I appreciate it. It's always
think-
a pleasure to be on here. It's always good to talk to you, Chris.
I think a lot of our audience had already backed.
What's that?
I think a lot of our audience here had already backed on Bancrofts and all them's.
Yeah, it's fine.
Or they're probably back later.
It's
But,
like I said, it's all about getting the word out too. If you have some way to word out, I can only be on so many shows, and I'm booked up for like a month. So get on as many shows as I can and do what I can. So yeah, I need everybody's help to get the book. Can't totally do it myself. So I appreciate all the help. So any kind of help, I will take it.
Yeah, this is a nice looking book. Everybody, thanks for joining us in the chat. Appreciate all of you. You're always wonderful, even if you give me hell. Mr. Sim.
Don't forget to sub, like, and share. Back Tales from Novatera and sign up to Tales from the Netverse too.
Alrighty, and let's see. I will see you all again on Monday. I think. Yeah, I think I have. Pretty sure I already got somebody scheduled in, and then I've got to reach out to so many people and schedule them in the coming month. But I do have enough guests lined up that I should be good for a while. So, see you all guys on the next one.
Later. See you all on Monday.